Here's the finished product. I got 35s, and I think there might be a leveling kit on this truck. I don't know, someone did some work to it before, but I had to trim the fiberglass right here. It comes out a little bit, and maybe about, I don't know, half an inch it was out. So I trimmed that back, and it was barely rubbing, but now I got plenty of clearance. I got some plastic I'm ordering. I'm gonna fill in between here and the fender, but that's the factory inner liner in there, as you can see. Truck's dirty, so sorry it's not all clean to show it off, but it seemed to line up pretty good. This side here lined up a lot better than the passenger side. You notice it gaps a lot more here, down here, and it's the same way on the passenger side. I think it's their molding they have, the way they, and you can see it's a lot bigger gap here than there. The antenna turned out right. It's a lot higher than the stock, so it rubs against the top of my garage door when I go in, but other than that, that's what it looks like. Butted up. It's pretty darn close. It's pretty flush. I'll pop the hood real quick for you guys to take a look. Easy bolt on, bolt off. Not a no custom cutting or anything really. Just what I would recommend after doing this is do the driver's side first, get your experience there, then do the passenger side. And I would work on getting this here, this nose, lined up first with the hood, like when you shut the hood. Get it so it's as close and flush there, and it's flush, a smooth gap, and you compare the other side when you have your factory one on. And then work on getting this back bolt here is your other goofy one, so maybe just get that front one drilled and then work on this back one, and then getting the bottom section. I had to push that bracket all the way out. That's there, that's adjustment bracket to keep it all pushed back and lined up. Other than that, doors seem to open pretty good for alignment. The headlights lined up pretty nice. There's maybe a little more gap than what normally is. I don't know. You can probably adjust that with the light adjustment. I don't know if they're correct. The bolt that goes back in here in the light is stripped, rusted shut into the factory fender. So this one I have to get a new one to replace it. But you can see it's about a hand's width, you know, a good 4 or 5 inches gap between the factory mud flap or inner liner. Any other tips I guess I can give you is there's one down here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts on this side, and there's 8 on the other side. These are the 2 bolts for the battery boxes. Of course I cut those off so they wouldn't be on top because it won't fit with thicker fiberglass. And you still have bolts here and on the bottom holding the battery case up. I don't know what else I can give you guys an info on it. The antenna, again, if you pull, I don't know if I can, yeah, there's a grommet back there. You can put a screwdriver on it, or put your finger and just grab the grommet, pull it out, and then there's a clamp on the antenna. You can take a pair of screwdrivers and open that up and slide the boot back further and get more antenna links. Because I put this all the way up here, this is where it seemed like the flushest to get the factory antenna to mount. You could probably mount it over here, but I'd rather have it in closer so it's not getting whacked on trees or whatever as you're going. Show you the factory, and my garage is a mess, so don't be making fun of me. So this is the little cutout you're gonna have to do. I just drilled it all out and then kind of took my drill bit and it went like this on the sides and get it. And you're gonna want to do it at an angle with the because the carbon fiberglass is a lot thicker. This is, you know, tin, and it needs to have, because it's gonna come in at an angle when you do it. If that makes sense to you guys, because of the thickness of the carbon fiber. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. I just wish that left the passenger side lined up a little better. But other than that, we're done. I would recommend getting these flat washers to put on there as extra flare and support so you don't crush down. I'll give you the dimensions on those. See, what were they here? They were 1/4 by 1 inch washers. Home Depot had them. They were in. They called them like fender washers. There's the part number, I guess. Maybe that'll help you guys out. But it had the inside diameter was perfect for the size of the bolts. That's about it. The back panels are going to be the ones